Finally, I have my raft back. Now I can find out if Faith is still alive. But do I have anything to help me pass the...
Just get aboard and set sail, damn it.
All right, all right.
Headquarters.
Yes? Did you torture Larry? How many toes does he have left? Send me a couple. I forgot to put my toe collection back in the freezer a while back. Then I had to throw them all away. Why do I love toes so much? Even when they're still attached to feet.
I haven't found out much yet. He's on his way to the neighboring islands now, and I'll see what he finds there.
Why is he still alive?
There's something about him. We need to find out more. Start a background check in New Lost Wages. He must have been there and left a trail.
All right. I'll take care of it.
And, I may have told him a little too much about myself.
What? Does he have better interrogation techniques than you do? Maybe I should hire him to find Faith.
No, I have everything under control.
I want to see some results. And toes!
Let me put it this way. It's inhabited, at least.
Be careful. That really doesn't look very inviting.
Come on, what could happen to us here? I think it looks pretty cozy.
I have a really bad feeling here.
Oh, hello. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
It's, a man! Grab him!
Hey, not so fast. Ow! Hi, do something!
I'm in your pocket, damn it. What the hell am I supposed to do?
They've taken Larry to a hut. What kind of women are those? They look dangerous. I'd better stay hidden.
You're a little rough. Well, not that I'm complaining. But it all depends on the situation. Even more so in the 21st century than it used to be.
The sensitivity training is finally having an impact.
Damn.
Quiet! I have to think.
Wait a minute. I know that voice.
You don't know me. Be happy. Your death will not be in vain. It will be of great benefit to us, man.
Faith, you're...
Faith. That's what that glowing box called me, too. Maybe that used to be my name.
But Faith...
Don't call me that. Here I am known as the Queen.
Oh,
We don't need any.
by the way,
Not interested.
what is it?
This is our island.
Well...
No man has ever left it. Our tribe lives here, secluded. We live the way we want to live. Admittedly, the organization could still do with some work, but I also see room for improvement as far as monitoring the bay is.
That was a misunderstanding on that thingy.
That thingy is a scrum board, and it can only help if we all...
Can't we just talk it over?
MeWe, we can be much more efficient with a modern organizational structure. So, cancel my appointments for today.
You have no...
How did you...
I've always been...
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You're Faithless, the boss, former boss of Prune Incorporated, and the future Mrs. Laffer. You can even have one of those modern double names. Faith Lafferless. Although now that I've heard it,
Quiet! I am the queen here. You will obey me. It doesn't matter. I'm here now.
Faith, can't you remember anything?
I've never seen you before in my...
I've never made such a... How come there are only...
Because we don't want to have any men here, except on our plates.
Wait a minute. Just to make sure there's no
We eat men.
Okay, but why?
Our holy book.
I saw a tattered book out there. Is that the one?
It contains all our tribal... It's been here longer than I. The tribe's entire society is built on the rule, and that book tells us how to deal.
Let's go back.
Where?
New Lost Wages. Everything could be the way it was before.
There's only one place I want to be. Here on this...
Let's go back to New Lost...
Enough! Lock him in the back. There's no meat on him yet. We'll have to fatten him up. And when he's fat enough, time for a feast.
But Faith, prune, timber, the explosion on... I thought I had lost. I even lit a kid. I thought I would be forever without you.
Enough. Take him away.
Headquarters,
Yes?
I've located Faith.
So, she's alive. When will you be back with her?
I haven't been able to capture her yet. And there's another problem.
Well?
It would seem Faith has lost her memory.
What? How can that be?
I don't know, but she now believes she's the queen.
Huh? I thought I told you not to eat the lube. Oh, so where were we? Queen of a tribe of...
Exactly.
She doesn't know who... Whoa, so it would be pointless.
Even managed to overpower that.
How do you want to...
I'll keep observing. I suspect that Larry has already come up with some
Hey, get down from there! That's a sex swing! No swinging without sex! Or, on second thought, stay on it. I'll be done in a minute, baby. Right, Yanmai. Continue your surveillance. Surveillance is good. I have to go.
Oh, someday I'm going to quit my job as a freelance.
Damn, the cannibal girls confiscated some of my stuff. At least they didn't find everything. Hi.
Yes, Larry?
The prison in New Lost Wages.
Is that the only thing you're...
Of course not.
It would have made me wonder, too, if you weren't thinking about why.
Am I gonna have to eat man meat now, too?
That is actually but what do you want to do about Faith?
It's easy. We break out of here, get her memory.
What's this? White clothes, gold necklace. Sir, could you by chance be a pervert? My name is Swingle, sir. I think I am the same as you, sir. A pervert.
Oh, boy. This...
I'm not a pervert.
But of course, sir, that's what I always say when I get arrested.
Is that a...
Oh, yes, it's perfect in all kinds of liquid. Totally washable, sir.
How'd you end up here?
Well, I came to Kahlua because I heard there was a place here. They call it the Cavern of... I like caves, sir.
That definitely sounds it.
Unfortunately, the caverns locate a myth of the Ark. Supposedly, one gains a deeper knowledge of one's... And what else could that mean but multiple orgasms? You find the ultimate pleasure.
Did you find it?
No. But that's all right. Even if you do find the cave, you can't just enter it because you need a key. Seafarers scattered the pieces to the four winds here in the archipelago.
Did you hear that, Larry? That could be interesting.
What? I kind of quit paying attention after the bit about...
Then I preferred to explore what pleasures Kahlua and the other islands. The ladies talk about feeding me up so that I can provide a festive meal.
Hey! What's the deal?
I don't know. They do seem to be very... When I look at the interior, then they obviously didn't come on a ship.
No need to...
Master Larry, even if the circumstances could be...
You really can just call me...
Oh, sir, I would never even Not even if things had become more...
Okay.
Now, you find not everything else that has happened so far?
Are you saying that you don't find the tribe of I think you need sensitivity training.
It would be better if you started looking for a way to get us out of here.
Damn, the cannibal girls confiscated some of my stuff. At least they didn't find everything. Locked. I can't reach it. Maybe Swiggle could do something. I wonder what would happen if I pulled on it. I already have a complete skeleton inside my body. Must have been one hell of a diet. I wonder what that's for. It fits perfectly. Let's give it a try. Unfortunately, it won't open. The cannibal guards are talking outside, but I can't hear what they're saying this way. That needs some electricity. If I touch that, I might be able to bypass the cable, but... I can't reach that. Hello? Could you come in here, please?
What do you want?
What are you two talking?
Did you eavesdrop on us?
No, I wasn't sure what you were saying. That's why I was asking.
That's none of your business. You're our prisoner, and I'm not...
Can I get something?
You'll get your food when I decide.
But I'm hungry now.
It's mine to decide.
Bummer. And here I am, always bringing someone something to eat. What's it like being a cannibal?
What do you want to know?
What do you ladies do all day?
The Queen told us not to talk to strangers about that, but to be honest, it's exhausting. Ever since the Queen organized us, we've constantly had to do sprints.
I hate sprinting too.
Everything has to be agile.
You girls look pretty limber to me.
No, I'm talking about scrum.
Scum?
No, it's the way we work.
Let's talk about something else. I always get so tired when people talk about work.
Get a job.
If you're a man, you wouldn't be able to handle the job anyway.
What does guard duty entail?
You guard things.
You have to patrol and inspect things regularly. Maybe you should do a cell inspection.
Why?
I could be planning an escape.
You? No one's ever broken out of this cell.
The little guy is in bad shape.
That's nothing new. He's totally sick. In every way imaginable. He tells me about how great the sex is when you have an out-of-body experience.
I mean, how is that even possible?
I don't want to find out.
I'm bored.
Me too.
Could you bring us a board game?
What is a board game?
You have a board on which you move pieces around. Don't you have any of those here?
Can you eat the pieces?
No.
Then we don't have them.
Let me out or my...
God would never do that. She gave us this island. An island where men still have their...
I really don't want to know where that is. Oh, nothing. I'm taking this with me, at the risk of someone thinking I'm a doctor. It's too far away. My arm's too short. It makes me feel a little bit like a doctor that women trust. I could use that to hear stuff. There are 2 of those cannibal girls on guard duty out there.
But it's just a phase. I think all of us go through it. It'll pass. But I'm just curious. What is it about men that you're so interested in? They're useless. I've never seen one naked. Yes, you have. I mean, not all charred and wrinkled. You'd be better off focusing on your job. Otherwise, the Queen's gonna be so angry again. Yeah, you're right. And don't forget to update the scrum board after your shift. I won't. See you later.
Interesting. Looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. This used to be a freezer, but I can't reach that from here. I can't... This used to be a freezer, but... Hello? Could you come in here, please?
What do you want?
I heard that you'd like to see a...
Well, we don't get a lot of that around here, and when we do, it's never for long.
We could change that.
Tell me, are you a typical man?
There are many things one could accuse me of, but no one would ever say I'm typical.
Then you're of no interest to me.
I heard that you...
Well, we don't get... And when we do, it's...
We could change... You mean my tastes or my looks?
Your body.
I still have all my parts, if that's what you mean.
Okay, show me.
You sure don't waste any time.
My shift's almost over. Do it. Okay. At least it's not charred, but it's still all wrinkled.
He's off duty now.
Does he have to write everything down on a scrum board too?
Fortunately, not.
You have to touch it! You should see what happens then. Oh, good grief!
You stay out of this. Well, he's not entirely wrong.
But now I've seen an original. Thanks.
Always happy to help, especially when you don't get sued.
Reminds me of your food.
Now I really want some food.
Well, it's not feeding time yet. But since you showed me yours, now I'll show you mine.
Really?
Hold on a second.
That does look very, appetizing.
At least a lot more appetizing than the other one. No matter what we do with that little guy, he just doesn't gain weight. Or maybe it just takes longer.
My bodily fluids are always in full flow, my good woman.
Ugh.
Talk about having a sad sausage. The third arm never hurts. There's a piece of cable missing. That's where the break in the cable is. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. That needs some electricity. It's too far away. Those two things won't work together. It fits perfectly. Let's give it a try. That needs some electricity. Prison sausage is never good sausage. I don't care. I am not biting into that. It fits perfectly. Do you have any idea how we can get out of here?
But Master Larry, why would I want to leave?
Because they want to eat us.
But Master Larry, what's wrong with being swallowed?
Oh, God.
What is it, Master Larry? Good heavens, you've gone so pale all of a sudden.
You...
Yes, yes.
You're even worse than I am.
Oh, thank you so much, Master.
But seriously, how can we escape?
Well, we can't. But that's not bad. It's just about time for another meal.
Maybe we should go on a hunger strike.
But that won't fill us up.
Okay, I'll take care of it myself. I got in here so I can get back out too.
That's what I always tell myself during sex.
Ugh.
What was that about?
One of the local a cave is said to impart ecstasy, sir. But unfortunately, it's not all that easy to get to the cave anymore. And you also need a lost keystone.
I don't think Faith remembers anything.
What should she remember, Master Larry?
Well, me. Her former life.
Oh, gods, how boring.
Hey, I need your help.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't reach your pants right now.
That's not what I mean. Can you reach that cable?
I'm sorry, sir, but that's too far away from me.
Damn it. If I could only get him closer to it somehow. See you later. When my arm's not long enough, there's nothing better. Hey, I need your help.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't reach your pants right now.
That's not what I mean. Can you reach that cable?
Ooh, man, here it... Should I attach...
All you have to do is...
Fine, then.
See you later. See you later. See you later. It looks pretty old and run down. It won't looks pretty old and run down. It won't conduct electricity in this condition. Let's give it a try. We did it, Pi. Let's go. We can finally escape this island.
Are you just going to leave the little guy behind?
We'll do whatever we can.
That's the Larry I know.
Leaving so soon, Master Larry? I would have thought you would have appreciated the company of these lovely ladies. And here I was hoping that we would get to know each other much better, much more intimately.
But now that I think about it, we can leave him here.
If you're resourceful enough to break out of this very well-guarded prison, with your help, I might even be able to locate that cavern of cosmic cognition. We could experience the pleasures there together. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
I'm not so sure.
Well, if you want to learn more, check out my hotel room, number 69, where you can find a file I compiled. It contains everything I found out about it.
Don't think about it. Keep a stiff upper lip.
That too.
We got away, and nobody has to eat anyone.
Swingle is still there?
Oh, he'll take care of himself. But what do we do now? Faith has lost her memory. She can't even remember me.
Now, think about how we can change that, Larry.
Think sharp, Larry. Think sharp. Hit her on the head with a rubber chicken.
Why would you do that?
Somebody once told me that you always do something with a rubber chicken when you don't know what else to do.
You should try looking for better company. You just learned something from Swingle.
His zippers distracted me.
The thing about the cave.
What cave?
Larry, he said that whoever enters it gains a deeper knowledge.
I've known everything there is to know about myself for a long time.
Not you, Faith.
Oh, right.
Whether that has anything to do with the pleasures that little perv is looking for remains to be seen. But maybe this cave does contain some powers that can help Faith learn about herself. And maybe then she'll remember.
Sometimes I feel like you do.
So now you have to look,
Yes?
and then,
Yes?
and then.
I know Put a rubber chicken on her head.
No, Larry. If the legend is true, she'll remember everything.
It all sounds almost too simple. Okay, let's get back to Kahlua. We should look for that file in Swingle's suite.
Headquarters, come in, please.
No! I said that's lube! It doesn't go in your mouth! It goes, spit that back out! Yamai! What's up, baby?
Have you found out anything about this Larry guy yet?
Hold on tight, Yanmai. He used to work for Prune.
What?
We found him in the personnel records. He was a stripper intern.
Unbelievable. That must have been a cover identity. So he already infiltrated Prune, where he probably stole all the company's secrets. But on whose behalf? Who are you working for, Larry?
He's clearly a threat. Maybe you should eliminate him, just to be on the safe side.
No, we can't lose sight of our goal. Faith. If he managed to infiltrate Prune, he might be able to figure out a way to get Faith her memory back. That's the only way we can find out where the algorithm is.
Right. You have my complete trust and my best torture knife. But wash it thoroughly before you bring it back. It's a family heirloom.
Understood.
I should see how the secret project is going. Hopefully, there have been some results. I'm under pressure all the way up to here. Sorry, my darling. My favorite engineer, my genius. How are the tests going?
Well, to be honest, not as well as I hoped. The motor skills aren't fully developed yet, and the AI doesn't work well enough.
And the sex routines?
They belong to the motor skills.
Fortunately, our test subjects all signed indemnification contracts, protecting us from any injury-based lawsuits.
Faith's algorithm would make everything so much simpler.
It can't be long now, Nari. Once we have the self-learning routine, it will run exactly the same way, by itself. But we can't waste any time. We have to announce our product.
I don't think that's advisable.
Yes, it is, Nari. Something is brewing in New Lost Wages. I feel it. Okay, I feel an itching in my quads too, but that's got nothing to do with this. At any rate, we have to be one step ahead of everyone else. Soon, we will reveal to the world
Yeah, this definitely looks like Swingle's room to me. He's certainly made himself comfortable here. Don't you think so, Pi?
Please just find that file and let's get out of here.
Strange nubs. Discreet and versatile. I like beavers. They don't look like they've been used, but I'll play it safe and keep my hands off them. I can't take those with me. That seems to be some sort of size scale. I wouldn't fit into that, hopefully. Why is it called a ball gag? I mean, it's not even funny. Locked, and there's no way to enter a code or anything. Okay, what should I dial? I'm going to dial K even if it doesn't work. No answer. No answer. No answer. No answer. Scandal. Hello? Dr. Shu? There's no one there. Now I have 108 minutes of peace and quiet again. No answer. No answer. No answer. Hi, I'd like to complain about a bug. Oh, wrong number. Hi, I'd like to complain about a bug. Oh, wrong number. No answer. Kahlua doesn't have police. No answer. No answer. No answer. No answer. No, I don't need that. I'd better not. That number's easy to remember. No answer. No answer. That's the kind of thing an idiot would have on his luggage. No answer. No answer. No answer. I'll see you in hell. Yeah, man. I know I'm not supposed to pull levers where... Now I remember why I didn't want to do that anymore. Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure, Larry. Why else would there be a zipper across the mouth?
For the air hose. Those two things won't work together. That's fine, just the way it is. That won't help. Better not. Those two things won't work together. Pretty hand. I like my leisure suit much. Seems to be some sort of size scale. I wonder what's in there. They don't look like they've been used, but I'll play it safe and keep my hands off them. Soft. Good idea, but that won't work. That'll seal things up. Not that I'm speaking from experience, of course. Okay, what should I dial? That unlocked the safe. No answer. I'm curious to see what's in Swingle's file. Look at this pie. This must be the file Swingle was talking about. Ah, it's kind of sticky.
Only touch it with your fingertips. I don't want to even think about the diseases you could catch from that. Let me scan it for you instead. I'll put it all in my database so I can give you the information whenever you need it. Just don't hold me too close. Ew.
Okay.
There. I got it all.
What exactly is in the file?
Swingle has been very busy indeed. These are copies of historical documents from the crew that discovered the archipelago. Diary entries and letters, the captain's logbook, some pretty confused notes, and Swingle has also entered some notes of his own. The ship's crew actually entered this cavern of cosmic cognition that Swingle mentioned. To open it, they needed a keystone, which they found. At that point, the records become a little muddled. It seems they learned a lot about themselves, but for some of them, it wasn't very nice. What they learned led them to break the keystone into 4 pieces. Captain Muffington, Regibald Cockburn, Lady Gobbledick, and the Marquis de Carnard, they each kept 1 piece. They concealed the route to the cave so that no one would ever enter it again.
This sounds like a job for Larry Laffer. What happened to them?
They all died under mysterious circumstances.
Tell me about the captain.
Muffington first settled on one of the islands, which to this day bears his name. But whatever he learned about one night, he couldn't take it anymore. He tried to sail the Unsatisfied out of the archipelago with a small crew, but huge waves smashed his ship again. One of them was the legendary Phallus Rock, which is still worshipped today.
So his part of the Keystone probably sank there with him.
Probably.
What do you know about
Regibald Cockburn started a family with Lady Gobbledick. Oh, that's interesting. His daughter later took the name Marley.
Wait, that's Bobby's name too. I should ask her about that. So Cockburn lived happily ever after?
He died of a broken hip from sex addiction.
Just what I said. Oh, what a life.
Were you listening to me?
You're making it sound like sex addiction is a bad thing.
Whatever. Anyway, he was buried on Muffington Island.
Probably with his keystone. What happened to Lady?
She mysteriously suffocated. Not much information is available about her, except that she lived with Cockburn. Here's another one of his diary entries. My beloved Lady Gobbledick's grave must never be found by anyone. The dark truth must never be revealed. Only I know the way to her grave. It begins on, the entry ends there. It appears the second page is missing.
I have to find that second page to get to Lady Gobbledick's grave and find out more about her keystone. What happened to the Marquis?
The Marquis couldn't cope with what he learned about himself in the cave. He threw himself into the Kahlua volcano.
Oops. That means there's no trace of his Keystone, and it may have melted along with him.
But you could go to the volcano and look for clues.
Okay, so I have 4 Keystones to find, and of course to locate the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition itself. Is there any information in that file that points to where I can find it?
A number of things point towards Kofuku Island. Swingle has even entered some coordinates where he believes the cave might be. But even if you find the cave and all 4 parts of the Keystone, you still have a problem.
I'm too sexy for my shirt?
No. You have to get Faith to go with you into that cave.
You mean I have to trick the dangerous armed cannibal lesbians to get an audience with their queen who has amnesia and wants to roast me?
Exactly.
As good as done.
And, Larry, I don't know if this is even a good idea. What those people learned about themselves in the cave back then, it drove some of them crazy. Who knows what could happen to Faith in that cave? Or to you. Cosmic knowledge, self-knowledge, that cave could be dangerous.
We have no choice, Pi. Faith is confused and has memory loss. Maybe the cave, and if it somehow turns me into a sex-craved pervert at the same time, then...
Nothing will have changed.
Hey, I was going to say, then I'll just have to live with it.
Until you die of a broken hip or throw yourself into a volcano.
This is starting to make my head hurt, Pi.
Don't worry, I entered it all in your app.
What up? Okay, what should I dial? That unlocked the scandal. Okay, what should I dial? No answer.
You look like you want to explore my love cave again. Then again, you always look like that.
So that's a yes?
That's a no. Thanks. But I'm satisfied for the moment.
But I'm not.
Your problem.
Regibald Cockburn is your ancestor?
That's true. How did you find out about that?
He carries his brains in his pocket, sister.
Yeah, he does. Regibald was not exactly the climax of my family tree.
The stone downstairs in the lobby was his?
Yeah.
Larry, that must be one of the Keystones.
Can I have the stone for... It's really pretty.
The only way I'd let it out of my hands is if I were to get another memento of Regibald Cockburn. Like maybe his legendary signet ring. It's supposed to have some truly extraordinary powers.
Is there anything else you can tell?
There hasn't been that much written or recorded about him. He was deeply in love with Lady Gobbledick and led an uneventful life. I once tried to promote his alleged motto as a slogan for Kahlua, but the resonance wasn't there, so I gave it up.
What was it then?
If it moves, you can screw it.
Nice motto, but a bad slogan.
Exactly.
Where can I find the Cavern of Cosmic Cognition?
Nobody knows for sure. According to legend, somewhere on Gafuku Island. I used to drag tourists there to show them the remains of the advanced civilization, the stone heads. They weren't particularly impressed. That's why I don't bother anymore.
But if there are traces of an advanced civilization there...
I call it advanced civilization because that's all we have here. It looks to me like some people who couldn't tolerate the native mushrooms washed up here a long time ago and built strange things. And the founding fathers weren't here of their own free will either, but were shipwrecked here instead.
Somehow a lot of people have ended up in this archipelago that way.
There are still some of the guys who came here for the festival near the cave on Gafuku. I mean, why not? As long as they don't break anything.
From a purely commercial standpoint, that makes sense.
That's what I said. Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Did you know that there are female...
Of course.
And that doesn't frighten you?
Of course. I mean, I make sure that they don't abduct any guests who are particularly well off. But say, if someone is clearly way behind on their payments...
But aren't tightwads usually tough?
I'm not eating them myself.
Well, you certainly made a meal out of me.
Of course, I make sure not too many people disappear. Nobody here wants any news of that to get out. Nobody.
I get it already. Is the volcano...
It's actually quite active. That's why nobody goes there. Of course, there are always a few crazy adventurers who see that as a tough challenge. But then, that's the lava's problem, not mine.
Where's there an island around here with a particularly dangerous reef?
If I tell you that, will you feel impelled to go there?
Maybe.
With your so-called raft? Then it's better I don't tell you, or I'll have you on my conscience.
Is there any...
There hasn't. I once tried...
What was...
If it moved...
Not...
Exactly.
I'm leaving now, but... And maybe...
If she doesn't have anything better to do.
Okay, let's... What can you tell me about the other island?
There's Muffington Island, but I'd stay away from there.
Why?
No one's ever come back from there.
Good reason.
Then there's Gafuku Island. It's so totally boring, just old statues, weird signs, lots of fog and mystery and stuff.
Who wants that?
For reals, dude. And don't go to Phallus Rock either. Ships sink there all the time.
Why is it called that?
There's a big rock, and it doesn't look like a forearm to me.
Relax.
Okay, folks, it's time for a laugh. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience. Just too bad you're not here. Except for you, in the back. What's your name?
Larry. Larry Laffer.
You sure look like it, too. It's one dynamite joke after another today. Today's the premiere of my new stage show, featuring exclusive new material never before heard on any stage in the world.
Wow.
An orc, a troll, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar. The Mandalorian says, "I roll a 7. The orc drops dead in its tracks. Says the Mandalorian, "Hey, I didn't shoot first." Okay. That one's kinda so-so.
I'll take one.
A necromancer pops up in front of a busty blonde. She says, "Is that a high character value in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?" The other day,
That looks inviting,
I ordered
but
an escort
I
service.
think I'll pass.
But they didn't want to jerk me off. They just wanted to heal me all the time instead. They told me that's what happens when you're an escort at a party. So I said, I get the party bit.
It's a pretty orchid growing there. A natural jacuzzi. Whew, more like a natural cooking pot. Locked, but I can hear someone in there breathing pretty heavily. Be gone with you. I feel a draft. I feel a draft. Those two things won't work together. The inflatable guy's valve fits right in the hole. Good idea, but that...
Larry, I pulled something else from Swingle's file for you.
And?
The Marquis de Carnard, who tried to kill the others from the Unsatisfied, there's conflicting information. Either he went crazy and tried to throw himself into the volcano with the Keystone, or Cockburn tried to kill him there. Either way, the Marquis disappeared with his stone somewhere on or inside the volcano.
Okay, maybe we can find something. have to connect something to it that needs electricity. An electric generator with a socket for appliances. Practical. No, my mom always told me never. The mouth of the volcano can't be far. Hello. Nice outfit.
Who cares?
What?
As long as there's nothing hanging in the way. Try climbing when things are dangling off you everywhere.
Finally, a good reason for scanty clothing. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
And I'm Nora.
Do you climb professionally?
You could say that. I just turned my hobby into my profession.
Mountain climber?
Biologist.
What does that have to do with climbing?
How the hell else am I supposed to get to the critters I'm investigating? Some of them are really fast and agile. Besides, I like the athletic challenge.
Good for the abs.
Unfortunately, I often miss my grip and fall.
Oh. What's your favorite animal?
Cats.
What? Just cats? I would have expected some totally exotic animal.
I don't like to take work home with me.
Good point. I'd like to get up to the top of that volcano.
Why would you want to go up there?
I'm looking for a stone from one of the founding fathers.
Which founding fathers?
The ones who discovered this archipelago.
Rocks are boring. I'd love to help you get up there, but I can't do it without my climbing gear.
There's supposed to be a dead marquee here somewhere. Did you see one?
No, I'm only interested in pod geckos.
In what?
The archipelago is home to many rare species, but one is truly unique, and it can only survive on the edges of a volcano. The long-tailed pod gecko. If only I could observe one. Unfortunately, some of my climbing equipment is missing. My sister Dora must have taken it by mistake.
Where can I find your sister, then?
Oh, I have no idea where the hell she is now. She usually doesn't know herself. She's always totally overbooked. She said something about looking for a certain plant. What was it called again? Something with V.
Vagina.
Right.
What? Really?
Vagina dentata.
Nice name for a plant.
I'm not a plant person myself. It's an orchid that only grows in one place in the archipelago. It's extremely rare and has been growing here for centuries. But, like I said, I don't know anything about that stuff.
Larry, there's a passage in Swingle's file that mentions that plant. Apparently, the Marquis was looking for this plant because it's believed to have sexual magical powers.
If the marquee was there, maybe there's a clue to the Keystone. Do you know any more precisely where it is?
The location is in the jungle on Gafuku Island, and I have detailed directions on how to get there. We have to go to a very specific clearing.
Then let's get a move on.
And when you get there, bring my climbing gear, will you please? And give my love to Dora.
Have to run. Locked. Doesn't look very sturdy and definitely not odor controlled. That would be a little... I don't need an audio.
I found a
This
great
way,
spell
it would
here
all
that
end
can
up on
even
the
silence
ground.
the dragon back home. Damn, that other joke book worked better.
I'll take one. I'd better not put anything in there.
Imagine you roll for an orgasm, and all you get is wisdom.
Freshly pressed is always the best.
The other day, I was in the forest and saw an orc about to eat a beautiful woman. So I said, hey! And then I wanted to search the room, but I only rolled a 3. And then the orc ate me instead.
It's still wet.
Why did the rogue go to an LGBTQ plus tab? He was looking for traps. I don't understand that one either. Hey, I'm trying to work here. What do you want?
I find your jokes.
Yes?
Killer.
Thanks. A man of the world with refined taste.
Somehow no one has ever called me that before.
Then I'm the only one who understands you.
You know, that kind of worries me now. Your jokes are kind of odd.
I made them all up myself.
You did?
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I take advice from my team.
You have a team?
Stop the interrogation already. Yeah, I take what I can get. Actually, I copied it all from a joke book. And I don't even have that anymore. I lost it. I had it with me at that crazy festival. Maybe somebody there switched it. Instead, now I got this book about role-playing games. But they're kinda strange. I mean, who wouldn't want to dress up as a sexy nurse or something in a role-playing game, but a mage? A healer? Or a dwarf? Well, I guess I'll just have to make the best of it.
Can I have this book on role-playing games?
The only thing I'd swap it for would be a decent joke book. Preferably the one I know. If you can get me that, you can have this Dungeon Master crap.
You ever get too old to be a comedian?
This rock star life in the spotlight.
I can imagine.
It's a tough life. But someone has to bring a little joy.
Even if that dismal daily hump. Well, I'll let you get back to clowning.
Hey, comedy. Let's try this one. Why did the City Watch shoot the Warlock on sight? Because he was a black magician. This isn't gonna work. I better go back and test it again.
Relax. I'll take one.
An orc, a troll, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar. The Mandalorian says, I roll a 7. The orc dropped, says the Mandalorian.
I'm sure they'll be upset if I take it. The plaque says, a mysterious several centuries old love hat with an unknown purpose from the estate of Regibald Cockburn. Scientists suspect a connection. Legend has it that there... I always wanted to have an inflatable crocodile in my pants. Then I'll just grab this end. There's nothing left in... How's the water?
Wet. You stupid or what? Stick your hand in if you want to know for sure.
I didn't mean to.
Don't care what you meant.
Have you been here at the hotel?
Are you implying that I've been here?
No, of course not.
I have, though. My second husband ripped off this stupid investor and took it, and then I ripped him off. Now the suite is mine.
You sound pretty...
You could call it that. Maybe you do have some...
And now you're living the good life here?
Nah, I'm looking for a new husband. Let's hope number 8 is better than number 7, and is packing more in his pants than number 6. How about you, kid? You already spoken for?
Nope.
Nah, forget it. You look like you slept in your clothes. And anyone who shows up in front of me in a wedding suit can't be trusted.
I don't know if I should feel like she saw right through me or if I should feel insulted. How's the hook?
Kinda had a candidate. Then he went swimming one of his feet washed up. Don't want to marry a
Nice.
Straight alcohol. Only way I can tolerate this meaningless existence.
You mean the whole leisurely floating in a pool under the tropical sun thing?
Here's mud in your eye, kid.
I have to get... Hey, Shawnee! How's the bag packing going?
It's pretty hard when there aren't many people around.
Because they don't give you enough money?
Sort of. Even the guy in the lobby won't give me any of his tips.
That could be because he works for them.
He just stands around all the time, not working. Besides, he probably's just using them for drugs.
True enough, I guess. Do you have any tips on how I can bag pack too?
Oh, you're doing all right with that raggedy outfit of yours.
I beg your pardon? This is a wedding suit.
Your expression's good too. Just a little confused, hungry, and pleading.
Hey, I always look like this.
Then you should be able to manage a trip around the world.
Who are these people who give me money?
They're from all different walks of... I just have to build an emotional connection to them so that they understand. Some people have real problems with that. They're just not in touch with them.
Or they're stingy.
Or that. I came to this archipelago to thank one of my benefactors personally. He founded this new, totally hip cryptocurrency and opened a new headquarters with his employees here on an island.
Cryptocurrency?
I'm sure you've heard of it. Clickcoin? Don't ask me exactly how that works. I haven't been able to use it to pay for anything yet, but it's good to have a reserve in your wallet.
Wallet?
Anyway, they're headquartered on an island that's completely inaccessible. An island completely surrounded by reefs. A lot of ships have gone down there. Some of them are really old. They must have been wrecked centuries ago.
Larry, according to Sir Muffington's log, his ship, the Unsatisfied, sank off a storm-tossed island here. We should take a closer look at that island.
You're right about that. But Shawnee, why did they open their headquarters in a place like this?
For security reasons, they said. It's private there. It's unregulated offshore waters and all that.
What can you tell me about the island with the dangerous reefs and the waves? Like, for example, its name?
No idea. But the coordinates of the island are -20 and 3. And your ship will have to be especially well equipped to prevent it from being wrecked too.
All I have is a raft.
Then even more so. You should put bumpers on both ends of your raft, otherwise the waves will toss you around and smash you against the rocks.
That would be a bad thing. Wanna go with me?
No, I'll let fate decide. When the stars are right, the perfect wave will carry me there.
If that works.
I float through life like a feather on the wind.
What was that again?
The island where my bed. Its coordinates, you can't get there unless you have a ship equipped with really otherwise.
I've heard. See you later. I'm not jumping in there. It's sky blue and smell. I'd better leave the plant. I'm not going to shake it or kick it. Old Larry. So, let's see. I'd point out how much I like dense bush, but then Pi would start complaining again. There's a lifeguard. There's a clearing in the jungle. This tarp, that's This tarp, that's There's no way anyone's going to get that ship seaworthy again. Quite an achievement hitting this particular little island. There's a boat over there. I don't know what kind of animal that was. What's up?
Do you have any idea what happened to all that junk I collected?
Junk? What junk?
The junk that was hanging on that hook.
The Ralph-shaped junk?
The junk shape.
Isn't that anything for the... So how's that?
I had to scrub it for hours to get... Great. I set him free even in a spot where there was a feed, but as soon as he saw it, he panicked.
That's weird. What a... Another...
Not at the moment. Would you help me if the alarm went off somewhere?
Sorry, I have a...
That's definitely a good reason.
Once you're done at Kahlua, where...
I don't know yet. I go where I'm needed. There are still enough people in this world who go through life without thinking about others. Always throwing things away, tipping them over, breaking them, stealing them.
Sometimes there's just no other way.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. See you later. It's a magnificent specimen of a stone. Looks like a pig had a good time here. I think there's something moving down there, but I don't want to know for sure. No, I'd rather...
Larry, Swingle had also collected some interesting information about this island.
I have to admit, I am curious.
Gofuku Island holds traces of a lost civilization. Swingle suspected that this cavern of cosmic cognition is located here somewhere.
Good to know.
However, this is also the island with all the death traps left behind by an ancient civilization.
Oh! That's a good idea, but I don't think that little fan's going to provide enough propulsion. That's a good idea, but I don't think... Maybe you can even eat it.
And maybe you'll start to glow.
I wouldn't mind. Ah, here's the path the Marquis described. I'm supposed to bring Nora.
I'll take it back to her once the orchid is bloomed.
I'm supposed to bring...
I'll take it back to her once... Hands off. It's very...
Hey, would you be...
Who wants to know?
I do.
I mean, who are you?
Larry.
And how does that...
I don't know.
I give up.
Don't worry.
Your sister.
Thanks.
No, but she's preparing to climb.
I sure hope that doesn't turn into a
Have you seen a
No, I probably would have...
Too bad. What are you...
Actually, I came here... They're one of my speciality. I more or less fell...
Into the job?
No, I was on vacation in South America when I got separated from my... Landed right on top of this gold statue. Man, it hurt. Then I was constantly on TV and everyone said I was an explorer specialized in some sort of tombs. And since I had nothing better to do, I thought I'd just travel around and see if I could find some more.
Any luck?
Not so far, but that statue made me rich, so it doesn't matter.
Wow, good for you.
I'm concentrating on plants now. They don't hurt as much when you fall on them.
Looks like falling seems to... I'm supposed...
Yeah, I must have taken it. I'm such a mess. I'll take it back to her once the orchid is bloomed.
Is that the vagina dentata?
Oh, you've heard? Don't you dare touch it. It's very sensitive and only the most empathetic and sensitive people should have. Otherwise, it will never bloom. And if it does, I want it.
That would make one...
If you want to poison yourself.
Maybe I can help you to get that...
That would be a magical, but only absolute, like me. And you don't...
But I know a lot. And B...
Oh, yeah? There are many different orchids in the archipelago, but they are all... You can bring me one of those. I'm sure you also know that all the others are deadly.
Where exactly...
If you know so much about orchids, I'm sure...
How's your relation?
We actually get along quite well, although there is a bit of rivalry. After all, we work in some... I think she could be a little more... She's always looking for the next big challenge. She should stop and smell the flower.
Like you.
Exactly.
Which flower?
A specimen of the only orchid on the island.
See you later. I better not touch. The orchid seems to like a lot of space.
But we can't get away from here.
I know.
I feel the same way you do, in case you haven't noticed. We can't just play LARP anyway.
And how are we supposed to do that without a game master?
We just make it up ourselves?
Have you ever made anything up yourself?
No. But being a game master can't be that hard.
You also said making a computer game wasn't hard.
Hey, and nobody told me you need an engine for that. And it was the publisher's fault anyway.
We didn't have one.
But they would have screwed everything up if we had found one.
Whatever. We need a game master. And game masters don't just fall from the heavens. Besides, can't even enter the ruins.
We could play right here.
No, there's not enough atmosphere.
You know what? I've had enough. Yeah, we're out of here.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Are you selling pie phones in the jungle now? And did they make you wear those clothes?
Oh, damn, Finley. It's that weirdo from New Lost Wages.
Don't move, Kyle. Maybe he won't notice us.
I'm already talking to you.
Damn, it didn't work.
What are you doing here?
We came here for the It was supposed to be a one of galactic creatures, lot...
And women.
Yeah, loads of stars.
They weren't.
Total flop.
And then there was this...
Oh, a total... But we found a few like-minded people here.
I have no idea.
A live-action role-playing game. We slip into the roles of characters.
Or who are complete...
And then we immerse ourselves.
Doesn't sound happy.
But it all depends on the quality of... They lead us through the fantasy world and...
Unfortunately, we don't have one at the moment.
Have you seen a book of...
Joe, we took one of those from the festival. A role-playing book went missing there. It sucks.
Can I have it?
Sure. We threw it away.
Threw it away where?
Somewhere out there, outside the cave.
Okay. How does that LARP thing of you...
We experienced the wildest adventures in a world of fantasy. Each of us slips into a role, and the game master...
That's it?
It's harder than it sounds.
A game...
Otherwise...
Hey, I could be your game master.
Who? You?
You don't look the type.
You just have to have enough for each of us here.
Of course.
But we also want to play in a location that's just perfect for us.
What do you have in mind?
We want to be heroes and tackle deadly traps.
The more dangerous, the better.
You know anywhere like that?
I have to find the perfect location.
Well, let us know when you...
How come there aren't any...
They're just not interested in that sort of thing.
None of them wanted us to save them. We would have chained them up so nicely, they wouldn't even have had to say anything. Just sit there and look pretty. Like that was too much to ask.
Now, we have to leave it all to our imaginations.
Oh, I had to handle it that way myself when I was young.
I'm 29.
I have to get going. I can't change those. They look pretty old. I can't operate it the way it is. Something's missing. An ancient device, but there seems to be pieces missing. The stone disc... The stone disc... I can't operate it the... That's fine, just the way it is. The socket's secure now. Candles always come in handy. Especially good with milk. How you? Hi, I'm Larry, and you look like... a time traveler.
What? What on earth gave you that? I'm a janitor.
Now, that would have been my next guess.
I will comply.
Interesting name you have there.
You can thank my parents for that.
What were their names?
Reese and Eve.
So what do you do as a janitor?
You know, cleaning services.
Do you work at a school or something?
No way. I'm a freelance janitor. If the dirt gets bad and you just don't know, who you gonna call?
You?
You know it. Will Comply gets everything clean. I can yell at school children, tenants, or employers too if that's what the client wants. Costs extra though.
How'd you end up here?
I was looking for a new professional challenge, so this galactic festival came along at the perfect time. So I thought, hey, why not apply in the corresponding costume? So I made this one myself, got the job, and, well, I'm sure you saw how that turned out. Now I don't know how to get back to new lost wages, and somehow I ended up with these guys. They told me that they needed more players for their LARP. I've never done anything like that before. But I'm flexible.
And in this LARP, you are what?
An intergalactic janitor, of course.
Isn't that a little unimaginative? Isn't a LARP about slipping into completely different roles?
But why should I completely abandon my innate abilities? Besides, a mop is a weapon not to be underestimated. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of cleaning equipment.
I have been to a lot of places, but it wasn't until I arrived on this island that I truly understood the word special.
What?
Don't listen to her. She has a problem with men like us who have extraordinary gifts. As Game Master.
Really? Can I clean up in there too? The best would be if it takes place in a filthy... Is there anywhere like that around here?
I have to...
Good. Then let...
Over... Hey, Smokey.
Larry. Red shirt. This is the man I was telling you who opened my eyes.
Oh, it's an honor. I hope I too may experience it.
What have you been up to, Smokey?
Not so loud. They have microphones. If I'm not careful, they'll track me down again.
Oh, right.
I had to leave New Lost Wages in a hurry because they picked up my scent. They were everywhere. The man on the bus who kept looking at me, the ticket machine was watching me, and then there was this cat. It was in league with them. I then went to Louisiana for a conference on the secret world conspiracy. That's where I learned so many more hidden truths. 111! That's where I also received a flyer for a galactic festival here on this island. There were supposed to be lectures about the aliens who landed here a long time ago and founded a high culture. Supposedly, they hid their profound knowledge about mankind here. A place where you can discover the final insight into yourself.
I heard about...
That's what I'm saying! Anyway, I don't know who organized it, but at least I met these other folks who don't tell them. But I think they actually believe it's just a game. And that's when it's the path.
Who called?
We didn't want to bother to think one up first, and then have him drop dead anyway.
What?
That's what those two guys over there said. I have no idea what they meant either.
But I'm an important man. We agreed on that.
I don't know, but those two seem to know what...
My real name is Captain Dickhard!
Whatever. Anyway, we're here for a LARP.
What's supposed to...
I want to find traces. They could be behind the current...
And I expect an alien races with whom we a real step forward, wisdom and peace.
Earlier, you said something about wanting to kick some alien...
For purely dramaturgy. Besides, I'd really like to experience a fist fight against a lizard man, where he shreds my shirt and everyone sees my muscles.
Lizard man? Where? I never should have thrown my old tinfoil hat in the trash. This new one is crap.
Of course, it can't be a first contact, because...
Where are the lizards?
Easy, Smokey.
That only means that they're well hit.
But without a game master, nothing's gonna... Those two bozos over there know exactly how this...
I could be...
You think this is...
Oh, let him... As long as I can find... But we also need the...
I have... We'll... See you later. The light shines here, on this exact spot on the pedestal. That won't help. Better not. Maybe those guys threw the joke book in here. That must be Lewis's joke book. The stone disc fits on there perfectly. Now it looks like all the discs are in place. Nothing happened. That huge rock has to... I can see something through the hole. Those... That's fine. That won't... Good idea, but... That's the information he collected, and he drew penises all around the edges. Really handy when it's time to get rid of the bodies in the basement. It worked! We survived the waves!
I'm adding the island to the navigation app. Larry, I found something else about that ship graveyard in the file.
Really?
Apparently, Captain Muffington tried to stop the Marquis's plans, but some huge wave smashed his ship, the Unsatisfied, onto a reef. The ship sank as a result, with him aboard.
Which means that his Keystone probably went down with him.
You might be able to find some more clues here on the island.
I've stopped collecting junk. What a low... There's a lot of broke... Better to let them rest. I'm no sailor, but those big holes... Should I maybe push it back into the water? I'm not a mailman. It says ClickCoin LLC. Down, Polly.
Not Polly! Not Polly!
Yes, I know. You're not Polly. We already talked that out.
I don't think he's gonna let me walk right by. I've got a
Cracker? Cracker? Cracker?
Exactly. I'm all out.
Out! Out! Out!
You're not getting a cracker. If anybody tries to get in, you can eat them. That'll have to do for today.
Do!
I don't think he's gonna let me walk right by. Stop screwing around.
Feather Devil! Feather Devil! You are!
He's as quick-witted as you are.
Quiet out there! We need to concentrate in here. The revolution of the international financial system cannot be disrupted.
I don't think he's gonna let me... I even keep my hands off. That one fired its last shot. Better not.
Hey, how did you get in here? How did you manage to get past Satoshi?
I speak parrot.
What a coincidence. So does our parrot.
I noticed that. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
You are standing in the headquarters of a startup.
Oh, what?
We're not selling anything. We're
You have to pay on the internet now?
Hey, not us, of course.
We are pirates.
Oh, man. Docs, don't start acting all high and mighty.
But we are pirates. Like Huck and the fierce buccaneers.
We're corporate pirates, so to speak. You must know what a...
There's that one...
Okay. We have invented a revolutionary new cryptocurrency. We call it ClickCoin. Our sophisticated blockchain is super secure and makes shopping with the wallet really...
The whole financial world
Exactly. That's why we had to move into international waters instead of opening our headquarters.
They're all afraid of us.
They can't touch us here. And we can safely run the servers that host our cryptocurrency. Plus, there's plenty of room to cool them down efficiently with water.
There's plenty of that here.
Look, Larry, she has to put up with those guys the same way I do with you.
We're still having a little trouble with internet speed, but it's nothing my little tech... Right, Docs?
Gotta recompile the kernel so we can lower the server load. Take about half an hour.
Awesome!
I'm looking for a specific ship.
There's more than enough of those around here.
An old sailing ship. The Unsatisfied.
Oh, I know that wreck.
Where's it moored?
It's not moored. It sank. We lowered our water cooler server right next to it.
Did you see some kind of Keystone or something?
No, but I didn't bother to take a good look at the wreck. We're building the future here, not wasting our time on some old relic.
Can you
I get the feeling that you lack...
Hey, I used to
Really?
Then cryptocurrency is...
What do you do with it?
Well, it's an uncrackable day.
What for?
For
example?
Look, I don't have time to teach anyone the basics right now. We're about to launch.
Are you by it?
You mean
At least he's wearing a sailor outfit.
I believe my crew is already complete. Leadership, vision, and organization. Docs is in charge of the tech. So, as you can see, we...
Hey, I'm here too.
Oh, yeah. Right. We even filled our intern. And that wasn't easy because we have such high standards.
Think I'll just... It's fine right where it is. The plaque says the sword mistress of My Libido Island. That's not real gold? My pockets aren't. No, I'll just... The plaque says the sword mistress of My Libido Island. Hi there. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
Sadie.
Any plan?
Oh, sure, the usual. Just stand here and be...
I don't know.
Oh, these two don't seem to have any trouble doing... Oh, wait a minute.
Sure.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Cut it out.
Okay, if you say so. Well, your outfit is...
LeCook insists that I wear it. He says it's our corporate identity, and...
You have a company headquarters on...
He's not too receptive, but I'm starting to get used to this. I'll probably need it.
How did you end up...
Hey, I could get so mad. 2 weeks ago, I finished my degree.
What did you study?
Business administration. So I saw this job ad for an internship in a startup developing cryptocurrency. I thought, hey, that'd be a perfect springboard for me. Then I'd work in Silicon Valley for a few months, gain a lot of practical experience, and if the company suits me, maybe I'd go all in. And here I am.
At least you got the job.
But all the cook wants from me is coffee. And he acts like I'm him, and I'm not allowed to do anything. He says that only one captain can man the helm. And then all he does is stand outside and look out to sea with that telescope or feed that empty-headed parrot.
Maybe you'll get your shot.
Not likely. He's only...
Is there any...
You can help me find some in it. Don't tell him this, but I'm already looking for a better job. There must be a place where my skills are really needed. I hope I don't have to move again.
That captain...
Above all, he is not... I have absolutely no idea. He spent the whole voyage here hanging over the railing and...
See you later. Hey.
What?
What exactly do you do here?
I'm the technical manager.
You must have a lot of experience.
You know it, dude. You have no idea of the places I've hacked into. That blackout in New Lost Wages a while back? Dude, that was me.
But the power goes out all the time because the grid is so bad.
That's what the powers that be say to keep people calm. Hey, if you need me to get you anything from the darknet, let me know.
Hey, you're playing a game on your laptop.
That's so not true. Look.
You just hit a boss key and now it's showing a spreadsheet.
What? You still remember that? You know more about technology than I thought.
So what are you playing?
Fortnite.
Never heard of it. What's the deal?
100 players get dropped on an island and have to kill each other.
Couldn't they just have a huge orgy?
Dude, you really just don't get computer games. It's about killing, not sex.
I have to go. Pi, I know Muffington's one of the founding fathers, but why did they name the island that?
I think it was the only island that didn't have...
Well, that's something. What else is here?
The founding fathers spent a lot of time here. Maybe you can find some traces.
And I need to find a way to talk to Faith. Is there anything else you can tell me about Muffington Island from...
The island is also considered to be haunted.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Speaking of, that guy back there does... Oh, that's too far away. Hi.
Hi, my name is Otis. You seem pretty...
Why?
I mean, you're a man, right?
You bet I am.
I should be throwing you.
No need,
What? Well,
You like beef?
Oh, so I'm not allowed to live in the village.
Why's that?
Somehow I sometimes feel like and I've been a member of the tribe since the...
And how can I put this? I'll bet you got a willy in your pants.
That's not a willy, it's just a really long pimple. At any rate, well, I'm just so confused. I don't really know what it's all...
You have to learn...
What do you mean?
You have to... I have the same problem myself. But at some point, a man can also...
But the others behave so strange. This society simply as expected.
If you find yourself attractive, then others will too.
There is something in what you say.
What do you know about...
Oh, he kinda... Oh, he looks at me, and the places he grabs himself. There's no way I could ever... The other day, he made me so furious that I grabbed him and choked him. But I stopped. And he said he almost had a sexual... Hopefully, he'll soon be fat enough to eat. And I won't have to hear his...
Can you tell me about...
The sister suit better not talk. She's always so... If we do anything she doesn't like...
Why don't you do...
If only it was that. She especially picks on... I'm her nephew. That's what she calls me. And she thinks that everyone in her family...
I have to get going. He wouldn't like that. Hey, you're looking...
I'm not interested. Ouch! Say, what was all that about?
You had a tick. Look, these are tick flyers.
Oh, thanks. They're really bad here. When they get full, they're as big as my fist.
Now I'm itching all over. I'm not looking to move in. Cozy. I really don't want to look too...
What? How did you get out?
I was just looking...
Get back in there.
I can't reach that.
Master Larry!
I found...
Oh, how lovely! I hope it helps you find it, and then enjoy exploring the cave.
Do you need anything else?
Oh, I'll admit but I pass the time with and with planning what little diversion. Did you know that you could have extraordinary sexual experiences where the mind leaves the body for it?
I prefer to have sexual...
Oh, you don't know what you're...
I'm afraid I...
Oh!
I already have a... If I touch that, I might be able to bypass the... It's too far away. That needs some electricity. That was a stupid thing to do last time around.
What? How did you get out?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
Get back in there. Yoo-hoo! Could you come back in here? What is it now?
How long have you...
Oh, for quite a while now.
But do you know where...
I only have a vague memory. I was very young, but that doesn't matter. We're living in paradise as long as we follow the holy book.
What is your...
It contains all the rules we need to... It tells us what is right and what is... The book is really old, but it was... Fortunately, we were able to put it... But, sometimes I'd like to try some of the things that are wrong.
Who doesn't?
But whenever we do something that is not according to the rules in the Holy Book, Sister Superior comes to haunt us. She makes her way through the village and scares us. I was talking to Otis the other day, and I know somehow kind of spicy. Different from everyone else here. It made me curious. But then the Sister Superior appeared and...
About Otis.
What about her?
So you're kind of curious about... her.
Yes. There's something about her that's kind of manly. Sister Superior can't be allowed to hear this.
Of course.
I'm just curious about what it would be like with her. You know? Is that normal? I think I'm the only one here that feels that way.
Sister, if you're asking this guy what normal is, you've...
Quiet, Pie. There's nothing wrong with you being attracted to him. I mean, her. I mean, after all, you've already had a look in my pants.
Have you forgotten that that's not necessarily...
I will turn you off. Maybe you should just talk to
I can't do that. I'm on guard duty, and I can't just walk away. And how am I supposed to know if I'd even really be interested in the contents of his pants?
Maybe something can be done about that. Can I have an audit?
Of course! The Queen has given strict orders that she is...
Why? What is she doing?
She says she's
You must admit, that sounds like an excuse.
Quiet.
See you later. That Wendy...
Really? That...
You like her too?
When I look at her, something happens.
That sounds familiar. So, you're interested in Wendy...
But I'm really not certain she's...
Look at yourself. Your barbaric tresses. And then there's... that distinctive, not to forget. You're in... So?
I don't know. Those things make me feel uncomfortable, and Wendy...
That Wendy girl finds you interesting. So you're interested in Wendy, she's interested in you.
But I'm really not certain she's actually interested in me.
Look at yourself. You're barbaric. And then there... Just a note not to forget. You're... So?
Yeah, well, maybe I should actually reach out to Wendy. But how can I make her curious about me?
Well, you're wearing that loincloth.
It gives me a lot of freedom down below. And everything dangles so nicely.
I've learned that nowadays, people send each other photos of their...
What's a photo?
Just let me take one.
If you say so.
Yoo-hoo!
What is it now?
See you later. Okay, hold still. Let me take a picture.
Does it hurt?
Only if you put it on the internet.
Where?
Let's not talk about that.
What is it now?
I have a...
Show me. Wow. So this is what they look like ungrilled? Are they all so hairy?
All depends on where you shave.
Well, I like it.
Maybe you should talk to Otis about this.
That's a good idea. But I'm not supposed to leave my post.
I won't tell it.
Thanks. I'm just so curious.
Otis can't wait to see you eat. Have fun! Great, the coast is clear. I've heard that editing holy, although that wouldn't make much of... The cannibal girl, it's a bunch of... Thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It is an... Or here, whosoever lieth with a man as with a woman, they have done that, so they only lie with women. Logical.
You find that logical?
Or this bit here. For I say unto you, none of the men who were invited will taste my sacrament. So instead they enjoy eating men.
I hope you never make up a holy...
I'm not going in there voluntarily. And those... That's fine. This seems to be a recruitment brochure. Looks like the cannibals are looking for a new challenge. Are your feminines? Our female cannibal tribe is always looking for no previous experience. I want to have a closer look at that. Ah, the two of them actually got together. I think I should just leave them alone. Otherwise, Wendy will lock me up again. I'm not looking to move in. Cozy. Nice freezer. Maybe I... Maybe I should put it on so that it slows me down a little. I have enough photos of women. Somehow, she seemed to... I'm afraid I have to run now.
Oh!
And it was particularly bad again last night?
Yeah, I could hardly sleep. She was haunting us until dawn, gliding all over the place, whispering.
I hate it when she whispers.
Can you understand what she says?
Something about wanting to protect us.
Maybe it'd be better if she let us get a good night's sleep. Hey, who's that?
What? Come out!
Don't worry, it's only me.
Didn't we lock you up?
I was acquitted.
Oh, surprising.
What? No, he wasn't.
I object.
Come on.
And don't let us catch you trying to escape again.
Who are you talking about?
Sister Superior. She haunts this place.
If she would only just leave us...
Can I talk to Faith for a minute?
No.
Faith, please.
Back to prison.
Move it, you!
I'm not gonna get anywhere with them this way. I'm gonna have to get rid of that ghost first.
Larry, if some of the founding fathers died here in the archipelago...
And there are lots of graves here.
Sometimes you even think along.
But I can't just dig up every grave in the area. We have to know which one we want. I don't mess around with them. It's a pirate's death for me. Died of boredom. If you can read this, you're standing on my tits. I said over my dead body, and boy was I right. For some it's a grave, for me it's the world's smallest mausoleum. I wonder if there's a pie buried there too. At least I don't have to get up and... Adventures are dead. I said, bury me at Wounded Knee. The gravestone reads, if it moves, you can screw it. Wait a minute. Bobby said that's the Cockburn motto. This must be his grave. There's something written on it. Instant contact with the dead. Please add something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased. Wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. I'm not sticking my finger in there. I hope this doesn't corrode the cup. Some fine There's something written on something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased, wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. Wax to bind. Something from the body of a descendant. No one around? Then here we go. No longer usable. I bet there was rum in it. Nothing in there. There's something golden in the... I'll take that. But, that's a strange signet ring. It's way too big for a finger. And what's with that funny little knob? I don't need that. The cup is still...
It's a magnet, Larry.
Exactly. Just lint. Empty. There's a note. I'll take it with me. This is the second page of Cockburn's diary. He described the way to Lady Gobbledick's grave. It begins in the clearing by the beach. The G marks the spot. Then there are some directions. Good idea, but... Those two things won't work together. But I'm not wearing it. Something that would... That won't help. There's something written on it. Instant contact with the dead. Please add something that was loved, something from the body of a descendant, something from the body of the deceased. Wax to bind everything, and finally some fine spice. Then take the bag to the grave. Those can't be combined. Here lies... Yikes! A skeletal hand! I can't do any... Oops! I broke a finger. I can't do anything... These are so far out, they... Something from the butt. Now I should have everything. Better not.
Damn it! What the hell is going on now?
What?
Do I look like somehow I wanted to be summoned? What? Do you think you get, like, 3 wishes or something?
No, of course not. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer.
I'm Sister Frigid. Sister Superior Frigid, just to be clear. What do you want, anyway?
How come you're a ghost?
What do you think? Because I'm dead.
I figured that out, but how did you die?
Plane crash.
Oh, that explains why the cannibal village is made out of airplane parts.
Do you think they had the parts shipped in?
I was the head of our order, looking after the minute our plane got caught.
Did anyone actually land on this island without being...
Fortunately, all of my little lambs survived. Even my nephew Otis. But not me.
I'm sorry.
That's life.
Why are you...
And well, they're all... Those naughty girls keep forgetting. They'll sin if I... Sure, they try. And they have misunderstood. Their holy book is a little... I don't want to talk about it.
Stop scaring them all the time.
No, no. It is my sacred duty to lead my flock on...
What's life after death?
It's not what I meant. I joined the Order of the Virgins of St. Aurelius as a young woman. All my life, I saved myself for our Lord. I knew in heaven I would be united.
You mean he'd really give it to you good?
Oh, I didn't say that.
You made it pretty clear between the lines.
Wishful thinking, Larry.
Oh, you have a little ghost in your pants.
More like a nasty little poltergeist.
Oh, anyway... Things in the afterlife
Don't worry. I know exactly what it's like to hope for a little sex and not get it. And as a ghost, that must be especially difficult. But hey, if you ever want to try it, I'm up for anything.
It is written, the world and its desires pass away. But whoever... I'm already here for eternity.
So you could say I'm not...
True enough. Maybe we could... The lust of the spirit and the lust of the flesh don't seem to go together. Too bad I can't take over a physical body as a ghost. I mean, not that I've ever tried.
Maybe I can help.
How is that so?
I just have to find a way to become a ghost myself.
Just. You know what that...
Maybe I can find a non-lethal way. If I do succeed, will you leave your flock alone to live as they wish?
Why not? I have nothing to lose.
Don't go anywhere. See you later. I don't need that.
It doesn't always seem so.
A necromancer pops up in front of a busty blonde. She says,
Here's your joke book.
ah, here it is. Finally, some quality humor from the old days. There's even an appendix in the back that lists who you can insult with which joke. Here, you can have this role-playing bullshit now.
Thanks.
So everyone, welcome to my show. Everything's good to go now. I have my tried and true repertoire of jokes again. I'd like to apologize to all the fringe groups I might offend. Like, women. This is now a safe space for tasteless humor, people. Here we still make jokes like in the old days. No one here has to apologize for their humor. Everything still goes here. You can get naked in front of people and... okay. Maybe not everything. All right. Hold on to your hats. A blonde crashes a helicopter. The investigating officer asks her, why? She says, it got cold in here, so I turned off the fan. Why do older blondes park even worse than young blondes? Because hearing gets worse with age. Been there, done that, right? Oh yeah, the blondes. But hey, let me try some different material. You can't just make fun of blondes all the time. After all, we also have the foreigners. What do you call a foreigner who owns their own home? Adopted. Ha ha ha! Two foreigners are sitting in a car. Who's the driver? A cop! Ha ha ha! How do you stop a foreign army tank? You shoot the guy pushing it. Ha ha ha! What do you call a foreigner with a lawnmower? Unemployed. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha! Hey, if this is all too high for you, I'd be more than happy to take it to your level. Even though it's pretty dark down there. Ha ha ha! The other day, I said to the guy at the coconut stand, I'd like to have 3 nuts. He said, me too! Ha ha ha! What's red, has a crust, and wanders around in the forest? Little Red Riding Hood. Ha 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 ha! So the dentist says to me, this is gonna hurt. So I said, nah, I'll be fine. The dentist says, I slept with your wife. Okay, I can see this is all still a little over your heads. Let's try something a little different. What did the duck say when she bought lipstick? Put it on my bill. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Surprise! I just wrote a song about tortillas. Actually, it's more of a rap. Get it? Rap? Tortillas? Eh? Man, I really just don't know. You know, this used to be a lot easier. Everyone used to laugh. No one was worried about a lawsuit or a shitstorm on the goddamn internet. You were just funny. But nowadays, now it has to either be sophisticated, you have to be sure you don't offend anyone. You wanting to make jokes about white people? Okay, fine. I got that. I had a nervous breakdown the other day. The supermarket was out of avocado. Oh. See, I don't find that funny either. I went to the movies the other day, but I couldn't enjoy the film because it wasn't scientifically accurate. Hey, I can do some old men jokes too. They don't want to hear them, but then again, they can't complain. Two old men walk into one another on the street. One asks the other, "Say, do you take Viagra?" The other one answers, "No, I don't need it when I'm out and about. And at home, it would just be a waste of money." Okay, so nobody gets any ideas. I don't need Viagra. A clown walks into an old folks' home and asks, "Everybody here?" They all answer, "Yeah." He says, "But not for long." Okay, time to break out the big guns. What is the difference between a tie and a cow's tail? A cow's tail covers the entire asshole. I bought some shoes from a drug dealer the other day. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day. What's the difference between a bar and a clitoris? Men can always find a bar. My father was the same way. I never saw him. He was always in the bar. They banned me from the library for always putting the books on women's rights in the fantasy section. Ah, man. It's not even like I find this all so incredibly funny myself. It always depends on the audience. Some people like it that way. And hey, I don't want to just eke out a meager existence as a struggling artist. I gotta make a living, too. And some of my best friends are blondes. But then, at school, they all said I was so funny. They were always after me to say something funny, and I ended up becoming a class clown. I never got over it. It's like an addiction. I should have handled it all different. And now, here I am.
What's with this ship?
The one at Phallus Rock. There are some pretty nasty shoals there, as sailors have discovered time and again. It's best if you stay away from there.
Some really strange characters have settled in there.
I don't care. That island has no... I heard something about them setting up a startup there or something. If it works out, I'll turn Phallus Rock into an industrial park and collect some serious property taxes. If it doesn't, the sea will take care of them.
I just love your optimism. I'm leaving.
If she doesn't have anything better to...
Look, Bobby, I have your family's signet ring.
What? That's really it? The legendary signet ring. I never thought I'd actually get to hold it.
Don't mention it. Can I have the stone in the lobby now?
Of course, but I should first make sure that the signet ring works properly.
What do you mean? So that's how a signet ring works.
Not all of them.
I'll let you know if I find another one. What the hell was that?
No idea. It sounded like it came from the lobby. Kip's probably fooling around again.
This time, I was faster. Want it? Then show me what you can do and find me. But I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so bound by me? There you'll find a clue. And the other clue is hidden where John sits. If you're as good as I think you are, that should be enough. I'll put the note in my pocket. Hi?
Yes?
The swing lure?
No?
Dunno.
Maybe we...
Great idea. What was that thing with the keystones and the cake?
There's a cavern of cosmic cognition here we're going to take, but to open it, we...
Somehow I keep
You have to really... Never mind.
Wendy and oh,
I think so too.
All that's missing is for me to arrange a wedding for them.
Let's not get carried...
I'd like to...
Maybe you can find a place for her where her experience is needed.
What did she study?
Didn't you listen to her?
Saber.
Business administ...
Oh, right. Have you ever done a...
I can also speak in other...
Nah, forget it.
He tried to sail the Unsatisfied, but huge waves smashed it. One of them was the legendary Phallus Rock, which is still worth...
So his part of the Keystone
Probably. He died anyway. He was buried on Muffington.
Probably with his Keystone.
Not much information is available.
I have to find that second page to get to Lady Gobbledick's grave and find out more about her Keystone.
He threw himself into the Kahlua volcano, but you could go to the volcano and look for clues.
Well, no.
You should...
That seems to be happening to you more and more.
I'm fine.
Maybe I should take you to a phone store or something.
Have you seen one around here?
Good point. I have to get go. You can never have too much paper. Here it explains how to dive really deep without suffocating. Let's see, okay now. First breathe in, then hold it, and then dive down. Sounds easy enough. The note is from Yacht. This time I won it, but I've gone to ground in a place that you'll have to find. Do you remember the last time we met and you were so bound by me? There you'll find a clue. And the other clue is hidden where John sits. If you're as good as I think you are. Nice pump. There's nothing left in there that I could use. There's nothing left in... That must be the non-toxic orchid.
Are you sure?
Only one way to find out. You know,
Good thing.
I have to run. I have to connect some... I can connect the recorder here. It's recording now. Okay, let's see what I can do. The recorder recorded my beautiful piano playing. I'll take him back with me. Good idea, but... Now it just looks like Swingle's suit. Those two... Maybe it's just a wetsuit hung up to dry.
Sure, Larry.
For the air hose. Total. Hey, I brought you the...
Oh, wow, that's it. Maybe I misjudged you.
Has there been any change in the giant orchid?
No, nothing at all.
Larry, I've been going over the Marquis's notes from Swingle's file.
And?
He wrote in his diary, I have discovered a most unusual plant. Its scent is bewitching and its appearance is alluring, but the orchid is a harsh mistress. It requires a great deal of attention. 3 things are needed to make it blossom. It can only grow if it is fertilized with poisonous bog water, like a fair lady. The orchid must be beguiled with words. The ethereal sound of classical music touches not only the hearts of men, but also that of this plant.
How does your Python know all this?
I taught it well.
Did not.
So, plenty to do. I'm supposed to bring Nora.
I'll take it back to her once. Wonderful! That did something!
Yes, the orchid seems to like that.
Something's happening.
Right. compliments. I mean, it's a plant. Hey, pretty flower.
Are you always that direct?
Well, we don't want to waste any time.
Larry, that orchid's old enough to be the one the founding fathers stood before.
Okay. Greetings, O colorful bounty of the soil. Was that good?
Well, I guess it was enough. Keep going.
How?
Give it compliments.
What wondrous colors!
I like that. Keep it up.
Your delicate scent carries throughout the island.
Hey, you're really getting the hang of this.
I have to say, I'm impressed by your seduction skills. I think you've paid her enough compliments. Oh, Larry, it's opened. What an incredible moment. Wait, the bud in the middle still hasn't quite opened. That's the most important thing. Without that, there's no way I can study the orchid properly. Something's still missing.
There's something in the Marquis's notes. I have discovered something that makes this orchid unique. It responds to lust. Physical love and its proximity makes it bloom.
Huh. That could mean it's sensitive to pheromones. Pheromones that people give off during sex. Maybe we should motivate the orchid a little.
The things we do for environmental protection.
Yuck. Who is that?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's not alive anymore. That disgusting plant also spat out a piece of parchment.
Don't call it disgusting. It's beautiful.
It's a note from the Marquis de Canard. Then that must be him.
But how did he end up inside the plant?
Pi, could you scan the parchment and decipher the text?
Of course. Just a second. Processing. I found out something about myself in the cavern of cosmic cognition that I should never have learned. No one should have this knowledge. No one should ever enter the cave again. Curse Cockburn and Gobbledick. I told them I was going to throw myself into the volcano. Let them believe that, but I'll only throw away my keystone at the volcano. For myself, I have found a much more beautiful place to die. I shall crawl in and never come out again.
Which he obviously did.
But the plant is blooming. We did it, Larry. Thank you so much for your support in making it happen.
That's exactly the kind of support I'm known for.
Could you take Nora her climbing gear? I can't leave right now. I need to examine the plant.
Sure thing.
If we bring Nora her equipment, we can search the Marquis wrote that he threw the stone away there somewhere.
Then let's get going. Dora sends her regards as well, and gave me this for you.
My
we continue?
Hopefully I can manage it this time without everything.
Nora, is that the pawed gecko over there?
No, that's some weird guy who lives up here on the volcano.
Okay. Right.
He came out of that weird door just as I was climbing up.
What are you doing on my volcano? Go away!
She looks like she could pull herself up by her little finger if she had to. Can't open it like that. Locked up tight. I hate camping. Hello? Well, nobody's answering.
Halt! Not one more step! What's your...
I'm Larry. Am searching for cosmic cognition.
As we all do, but very few of us ever find it. Enlightenment and wisdom are fleeting.
It shows. Who are you?
No.
What do you mean, no?
That's my name. No. Dr. No.
Oh, so you're a doctor?
I am a genius. But I could also serve as a doctor and operate on you. I'll get my knives. Your thyroid gland is exactly what I need. Mine is all acting up.
No thanks. Everything inside is working just fine.
The whole world will tremble before me.
Yeah. Forget I asked. Why are you living up here?
This is my secret headquarters, from where I can control everything. This island, and soon the whole world.
What do you want with the world?
To rule.
Sure, but what are you gonna do with it?
I'll think of something. As long as I rule the world.
Could you step aside a bit?
Nobody tells me where to stand on my volcano. You never know where a piano might be laying in wait for you.
A piano?
Where?
It's okay. There's nothing here. Don't you get...
Never! I cast my eye across the world and make plans for what I will do when I have conquered it.
But up here there's no bar, no movies, no music.
Music! Piano! No piano! Evil! Evil!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, he's not scared.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking around.
Yes! Go away!
Sounds good to me.
A piano! A piano! Evil! Evil!
I think he ran away. Hopefully not into the lava.
Now you think of that?
The piano music scared that weirdo off. I wonder what's wrong with him. Ah, there's the Keystone I was looking for.
Mr. Wang? Hello? Nobody here? I should come back later. Then again, now I could find out something about him. Yes! He had security cameras installed throughout the company. Except for in his own office, of course. Oh, I have to hurry. Not even password protected. Oh, wait. This can't be. Mr. Wang can display whatever any PiPhone camera in the world is seeing on his computer. He has a folder here with his favorite scenes. Oh, the thumbnails alone are bad enough. Although, this is interesting. No, Nari. Don't click it. In any case, Mr. Wang is spying on everyone's bedrooms out there. When I think about the secret project, he could use that to... Oh, God. I can't let that happen. It's time for resistance.